Yesh Tikva. It's a really fantastic song. I mean, I think you all know that I have very mixed feelings about certain Jewish music when it sounds, rockied up. If I want to hear Bruce Springsteen, I'll listen to Bruce Springsteen. I mean, you forgive me for saying that, but I mean, if I want to hear rock and roll with a Jewish beat, so there are other ways to do that. But you take a guy like an artist, like this young man, Benny Friedman. I mean, this song really has captured the imagination of a lot of people. It's got beautiful lyrics to it. It's got an upbeat, sympathic feeling to it. I like it, and it's kind of infectious. And we have Benny Friedman on the line. Benny, hi, how are you? Where are you calling from?
Baruch Hashem, doing well. Calling from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
B-Town.
Right. The 5 boroughs that you don't need a passport to get into, but it's a little Lifnei Atzva. I want to thank you very much. The album, I hope, is doing well. The song Yesh Tikva has really captured, I think, the hearts and minds of a lot of people. Tell us a little bit about the song, what prompted you to write it, and what you'd like people to walk away with after hearing it. We're not levad, we're not alone. I thought the thought that it was very meaningful. What prompted you to write the song? Tell us a little bit about how it evolved and the reaction you're getting as you're performing it.
I think the main point of all music, and specifically and especially Jewish music and Hasidic music, is to convey a feeling and a message of hope, of achdus, of joy, of yiras shamayim, of the fact that Hashem loves us, so we should only do the right thing and love Him back. And I mean, this is the whole theme of all Jewish music, I think, for the last 3,000 years. So we were sitting around thinking about it, and I mean, it's almost a no-brainer. The song is and I think it's being received that way also as an anthem for everything Jewish music-esque is all condensed into that one song. It's
interesting way of putting it as an anthem, and I think either subconsciously or on a conscious level that's the way it's being perceived. I know when I heard it, I mean, to me the test of the metal of a piece of good music is that it's something which lingers, stays with you, and you find yourself either saying the words over or humming it or hearing parts of it when you're walking down the street, because it's captivated you, because it's touched something inside of you. And I think the word anthem is an appropriate way to look at it. And I think you captured that very well. So when did you actually come up with the idea for the song? And tell us about how it evolved, and when you put the music together, and when you put the lyrics together. Did you do the music first or the lyrics first?
Well, the music came first, but what we wanted to do, this song came, I think actually it was either the last or one of the last songs that we got for this album. And we were sitting, working on the album, and we thought, it's missing something. It's missing that big anthem. It's missing that one last exclamation mark. So we contacted a great friend of mine, a great talent, Ari Goldwag, who wrote a couple other songs for the CD, and we asked him to write this kind of a great theme, like a theme song for the whole album and for really the whole business, the whole kit and caboodle. And he wrote the tune with the basic lyrics of Yesh Tikva, Yesh Emunah, and the rest of it was really melody. And then we spoke to a great writer that Ari knows from Israel, Miriam Israeli, and we discussed the theme. The idea was basically Barcheinu Avinu Kulanu Ke'echad, right? We have one Father in heaven. Barcheinu Avinu, He blesses us when Kulanu Ke'echad, when we're all biyachad. So this was the theme. This was the message that we were trying to get across. So Yesh Tikva, we have hope. There's nothing that can get us down. Nothing can get in our way. When we're all together, when we all get along, and when we all know that we have one Father in heaven, that we all share, we're all part of one big family, and no one can beat us.
Mir Hashem. Well, I want to continue the conversation. I'd like you to come on board when we do our video portion on Upbeat, so hopefully we'll follow up. We'll get a little bit more about your own background, about how Benny Friedman grew up, and where you got the thoughts to do some of these albums. One last question I just want to leave you with. What direction do you think Jewish music has to take? Do you think that we have to develop more of our own style, more of our own genre, How do you feel about like the rocky kite that some music is injected into it? Do you feel we need to have a more authentic voice on our own? And is that what you're trying to do?
I think like this. I think that basically Jewish music has always been influenced by the music that was surrounding it throughout all the generations. But I think that the main mission that we have as musicians is, on my first album, my title track is Tamu, and the words are Tamu U'u Ki Toiv Hashem. Taste and you'll see that Hashem is good. That Hashem is Gishmak. That's what David HaMelech said. If you taste it, like a delicious ice cream and a piece of pizza, it just tastes good and it's just delicious. So taste godliness and you'll see that it's so Gishmak. And I think that is the shlichus of rabbis and even musicians, to show that you don't necessarily have to be like the Goyim in order to have a good time. Godliness, edelkeit, good Jewish music is also very geschmack, very, very tasty, and it's a good time. And if we can get that message across without going, we can take good music, good Jewish music, dress it up with whatever it needs to be dressed up with, but the core of it is holy and pure, then we're good to go.
I hope we are good to go, and certainly you're doing the best that you can on that. And we're looking forward to hearing more from Benny Friedman. We hope to get you on our video portion on Upbeat. I want to thank you. Wish you good luck with the album. The album is called Yesh Tikva, and hopefully there is Tikva for all of us when we know that there is Ein Od Muvado. And Benny Friedman, I want to thank you for being part of that. Continue to use your Kishronos to serve the Eibishter and our Batzos HaTorah, and to bring those beautiful thoughts to life, not only to the Frum Olam, but to all those out there that are hungering for the words of Torah. Thank you very much.